Welcome back to Odelia Vlogs, my dear students. Today we are going to study leadership styles. What's leadership? Leadership is the ability of an individual to influence others. It's a function of four factors: F, W, G, S. F is for followers, W is for willingness to follow, G is for common goal, and S is for a situation. A leader emerges whenever there is a situation where the people are suffering, and the people will find a leader to whom they will be very much inspired and they will be motivated to follow to reach the goal. For example, let me say Mahatma Gandhi. He fought for us and we ultimately got freedom from the British. How he was a very, he was not so handsome, but people all were inspired and they fought for, along with Gandhiji, to struggle with him in jail, and even a lot of matches were there, and everywhere violence were there, but ahimsa and non-violence were the weapons Mahatma Gandhi used, and he became a leader for them. So that is a great example for a leader. Now, what are the characteristics of a leader, or what are the qualities or traits of a leader? First one is, he should be very courageous. Is Mahatma Gandhi courage? He was never courage, but he had a willpower to gain independence. Second one, he is a role model. He always was a role model to the people. So people were inspired with his talks, everything. Next, self-control. A leader should always control his emotions. Whether he is sad, whether he is angry, he should control his emotions. So he should have a great self-control. Next, best decision maker. A leader should be the best decision maker. Whatever problems arises, whatever solutions, from that solution, the best decision he should take. Next, a charisma. I told you Mahatma Gandhi had a charisma that attracted the people. For example, Abdul Kalam, our president, he also inspired people. He was not much handsome, but he had such a captive power to influence people. Next is sacrifice. A leader should sacrifice for the people because the people are ultimately trusting him, and for that he should sacrifice everything so that the goal is achieved. Next, a responsibility. A leader should be very responsible. He should be very responsible because the people are all following him, inspired by his talk. So a leader should be very much responsible. Next is fairness and justice. A leader should be fair. He should never be unjust. Next, teamwork. Leadership is a teamwork. He should never be the boss. A boss is always a manager. A leader can never be a manager. There should be a team spirit. Next is humility. A leader should always admit his mistakes. Whenever he has some flaws or any wrong he does, he should admit the mistakes. So he should be very humble. So these are the traits of a leader. So based on official recognition, there are two types of leaders: formal leader and informal leader. A formal leader is a person who is appointed by the organization and he will be the head of the organization. But people in the organization will not be much influenced by him because he's having a formal authority, so people will not be able to talk much. They cannot mingle with him much. But an informal leader is a leader who is not entrusted by the organization as a leader, but he's followed by the people, to whom people will be much inspired. Now we can study leadership style based on authority and responsibility. First one is autocratic or authoritative style. Here, there is only one-way communication. Whatever the manager orders, the employees should obey. They cannot reply because he might be very tough, and they will not be allowed to participate in decision-making process, and also he will be very tough and people will be very afraid and they will work with fear. So here, that's a good. Autocratic is always good in military and all, but not in an organization because people will be much disturbed. Next, democratic. That's a good that is a good leadership style because it's run by the people. People will be given chance in decision making programs and all, and it is a two-way process. Next, laissez-faire. That is a 2 marks question. It will be asked as what is free rein style or what is laissez-faire style. Here, the the employees will be given full freedom, ultimate freedom. They can do whatever and they will be very free to do the work. The manager will just watch and see, but some managers will think the employees will work, and what will happen? The employees will be very lazy because they know the manager will not look them, and they will just be lazy and they will not do the work very well. So this type of laissez-faire leadership style is possible only in an organization where the employees are dedicated, committed, and they have creativity and innovation. So next is paternalistic. Paternalistic means fatherly role of a manager. In this type of leadership style, the employees will never grow because whatever the father will say, children will obey. There will never be growth. There will be no innovative ideas from the employees. They will just listen to the boss. Next, I told you I will teach you this in detail with a graph. Next, we can study Likkert's management style. Exploitative, authoritative. Here, the employer is very much rude and he will be very much stringent in his laws and regulations and all. So the employees will have to work with fear, and there will be only one-way communication. That is just I told in autocratic. So here one-way communication means only downward communication. People can't say anything to the manager. Next is benevolent autocratic. This is a master-servant relationship. There will be some freedom. Servant will not be given as much freedom as others in our home. So there will be some freedom, but still he will be very scared. The employees will be scared to work, and they will have limitations. And again, it's one-way communication only, downward communication only. So next is consultative. Consultative is also known as participative management style. Here, the employer will consult with the team members, with the employees in decision making process and all, and he will listen to them, and only sometimes he will take the suggestions, otherwise he will not take. So it's also another management style where people are less stressful, because there will be some relaxing mode. They will be in some relaxing mode because there will be some consultative mode from the manager, so people will be relaxed. Next is participative. That's the best management style in Likkert's management styles. So here employer will be fully suggesting with the people. There will be two-way communication. People will be very free there to talk with the manager, and they will give their own innovations and creativity to the organization, and there will be organizational effectiveness. Now we can study concern for people versus concern for production, that I will show in a graph. Now we can study leadership style based on concern for production versus concern for people. I told you it's also known as managerial grid. So there are 5 types. First of all, you have to know how to plot. Just draw 2 out coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate. And first of all, we have to plot x, y. So first of all, concern for production 1, concern for people 1. Okay, that is impoverished. What happens here? Concern for production is least, concern for people is also least. Manager will not mind whether the people are working, whether the production is done, whatever may happen, he will relax in the cabin. So that is impoverished leadership style. Second one is country club. Country club style, here again you see, concern for production is very low, 1, and concern for people is very much high. Like the manager will be the favorite of the employees because he will never scold them. Whatever be the production, he just wants to talk to the people. He will just relax with the people and he will enjoy in the cabin. So is that fair? It's not fair. 1-9. How will the organization run successfully? Next is 9-1. What happens here? Concern for production is very high, 9, but concern for people is very low. Whether the employees are sick, whether he has something tragic incidents at home, no matter, he should work, he should produce, otherwise let him perish. That's the opinion of a manager here. It's a very task, the people will be much suffering here. It's the least management, it's not at all a good management style. Next, 5-5. Here it's the middle of the road. The people have, there is some concern for the people, there is some concern for production. So there will be a middle of the road. That is, the people will be, I mean, they will be very happy. They will be concerned for the people, half midway, and concern for production is also midway. That is good, but not possible for the best management style. The best management style is 9-9. That is team. They will be both concerned for people and both concerned for production. People will be happy, they will be motivated, they will work very well, they will be concerned for production also. So if there is any concern for the people, the manager will solve that and they will be relaxed. So that's the best management style, and that is managerial grade. So these are the 4 leadership styles. Study very well. It's an essay question. Just elaborate it to get 15 marks. Okay. So first of all, you have to just draw that flow chart. Then you will never forget that. Just study leadership style based on official recognition, formal, informal. Leadership style based on concern for people and concern for production. There are 5 different styles. 1-1, 1-9, 9-1, 5-5, 9-9. Next, you have to study leadership style based on authority and responsibility. That is autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, paternalistic. And the last one is Renesas Likkert's management style. So study very well and you will get good marks. So we can see in the next video. Thank you, my dears.